We'll call this regular city council meeting to order on May 19th, 2025 at 6:01 p.m. Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Present.
Mr. Bateman?
Present.
Mr. Sanders?
Present.
Mrs. McCollum?
Present.
Mr. Parrott?
Present.
Mr. Downs?
Present.
Mr. Clemens? Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Present.
And before we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, longtime former alderman for the city of Lincoln, Jim Levi, passed away recently. So I'd like to do a moment of silence for Jim this evening. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. He's on. It's on here. I guess I can reboot after we're done. Okay, first up this evening is public participation. Is there anybody who'd like to speak under public participation? Okay, for the record, there is no public participation this evening. We will start with the consent agenda. This evening it consists of 5A, payment of bills, 5B, approval of minutes, April 7th, 2025, regular city council meeting, April 15th, 2025, committee of the whole meeting, April 21st, 2025, public hearing meeting, and 5C, approval of request from Lincoln Community High School student government to permit the closing of Wyatt Avenue from LCHS to Kickapoo Street and Kickapoo Street from Wyatt Avenue to the Courthouse Square and Broadway Street, McLean Street, and Pulaski Street around the square on Friday, September 19th, 2025 from 2:15 p.m. until 3:30 p.m. for the LCHS homecoming parade.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderwoman McClellan made the motion. Alderman Sanders second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCollum?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Abstain. I was not part of the board on April 7th.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Okay, next up is item 6A, ordinance amending ordinance 1-23-3 and 1-25-3 of the city code.
Move to approve. Second.
Alderman Sanders made the motion. Alderman Downs second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCollum?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Next item is item 6B, resolution authorizing expenditures for the motor fuel tax maintenance program for fiscal year 2025-2026.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderman Sanders made the motion. Alderwoman O'Donoghue second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCollum?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Next up is item 8A, the city treasurer's report for April 2025. Treasurer Conzo.
Thank you, Mayor. I think you've all received copies of this report, and I'll go through it in some detail, but let me tell you first of all that although it is as of the end of May, it shows the balances in various accounts, we are still, and we're very near the end of writing some checks out of the last fiscal year. So some of those, the ones that are in your payment of bills for today, and there aren't a lot of them, obviously those checks haven't been issued yet, so they are not, this fund balance doesn't reflect that. And I understand there are still a few more that are out, in particular with the sewer department. I need to get together with Andrew and we'll try to determine exactly what those amounts will be. But most of these are fairly close. You see the general fund there, we have the balance $2,745,423. And you add in, during the past year, we've made some investments in CDs. As a result of that, you see what you see there, which is when you add that up, it's $3,455,000. It's still a respectable fund balance. Unfortunately, though, and what I'm looking at is from a year ago, it's down about $500,000. So going forward, and we know why it is, and everything's costing more than it did. It appears that a lot of that has leveled off a lot of the inflation has leveled off, and I'm hoping that we will see that go back in the other direction. And there you see there also, we've added in the last month, we took $2 million from the sewer O&M fund, and we've added that, invested that into CDs, and that's where you see that $2 million in other investments. And as a result, that would have been subtracted from the sewer O&M fund. The things that you see there at the bottom, the totals you see there are the various tax receipts that we've received from the state of Illinois. That isn't going to change because the year's over and that isn't going to change, but what will change is those expenditure lines at the top of the report. Police pension fund, I'll give a more detailed report on that, on the police and fire pension funds at the upcoming meeting. But you see there where we ended up at the end of the year. Fire pension, we don't know yet because I don't have a report from the Consolidated Illinois Firefighters Pension Investment Fund. I hope we have it soon. That'll be updated also when I issue a final report for the fiscal year, which I hope to have by the next meeting, which would be the first meeting in June. If you look at the various sources of revenue, I think they, for the most part, speak for themselves. You'll see with the income tax, there we did see a nice increase for the month of March. A lot of times that has to do with when people file. The first couple of months of the year, you see it was very close. In fact, it was down a little bit from the previous year. But overall, we're up about $22,000 year over year. Municipal sales tax was down slightly for the January month of liability, which we received, payment for which we received in April. And then same thing with the, you see it's up a little bit there with the non-home rule sales tax. Usually they trend in the same direction. This was kind of an exception. So you see there it did trend up a little bit from where we were a year ago. And the replacement tax down considerably. This we expected. Unfortunately, it is more in line with what we saw, as far back as 2021, but we'll see. We should finish ahead of where we were there, but not near like we've seen in 2023. And then the motor fuel tax, somebody mentioned before the meeting that that's going up again, and that's why you see that's gone up year after year. That's why we receive more revenue from that. Ideally, what we would like to see is the price of gasoline going down further. It seems to have leveled off, where for about 4 years it seemed like it went up every month. But it's leveled off, and I'm hoping that now we'll start to see it go in the other direction and go downward. And then finally, the video gaming tax, just almost exactly where we were a year ago. In fact, we're down about $8 from where we were through the month of March. So, are there any questions? I would be happy to answer them.
Any questions for Treasurer Conzo? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next item up is 8B, City Clerk's Report for April 2025. Ms. Bateman.
In the month of April, we received $215,178.25 for our sewer receipts, which we received $20,665.20 from the prisons, that's in that number.
Any questions for Ms. Bateman? Okay, thank you. And then next is 8C, Department Head Reports for April 2025. Those are either on file already on the city website or will be shortly. Okay, moving down to 9A, approval of contract between Scott McCoy of McCoy Core USA LLC and the City of Lincoln for tourism consulting in the amount of $45,000 per year.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderman Sanders made the motion. Alderman Anderson, second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Ms. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Okay, next we're gonna get into mayoral appointments. So we'll start with 9B, advise and consent to the mayoral appointment of Aaron Ty Johnson as fire chief.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderwoman O'Donohue made the motion. Was that Sam? Was that you? Alderman Downs, second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Okay, Chief Johnson's on vacation, so we'll do his oath of office at a later time. Okay, next item is 9C, advise and consent to the mayoral appointment of Joe Meister as police chief.
So moved.
Second.
Alderman McClellan made the motion. Alderman Parrott, second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Chief, please step forward.
Please say aye.
I,
Your name
Joe Meister,
and repeat after me. Have been appointed
having been appointed
to the office of police chief
to the office of police chief
in the city of Lincoln
in the city of Lincoln,
and county of Logan,
county of Logan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I'll support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Illinois.
of the state of Illinois,
I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of police chief
of the office of police chief
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, next item is 9D, advise and consent to the mayoral appointment of Walt Landers as street superintendent.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Alderman Downs made the motion. Alderwoman O'Donohue, second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Please step forward, Mr. Landers.
Please say aye.
I,
Your name
Walt Landers,
and repeat after me. I've been appointed
I have been appointed
to the office of street superintendent
to the office of street superintendent,
in the city of Lincoln,
city of Lincoln,
county of Logan.
county of Logan.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
I'll support the Constitution
that I'll support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Illinois.
of the state of Illinois.
I'll faithfully discharge the duties
And I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of street superintendent
of the office of street superintendent
to the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Spell it.
Okay, next item is 9E, advise and consent to the mayoral appointment of Wes Woodall as Building and Safety Officer.
So approved.
Second.
Alderman Anderson made the motion. Alderwoman O'Donohue, second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mr. Woodall, please step forward.
Please say aye.
Aye.
Your name.
Wes Woodhull.
Repeat after me. I've been appointed
Have been appointed
to the office of Building and Safety Officer
to the Office of Building and Safety Officer
in the City of Lincoln,
in the City of Lincoln,
County of Logan.
County of Logan.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of
of
the State of Illinois.
the State of Illinois.
That I faithfully discharge the duties
And I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Building and Safety Officer
of Office of Building and Safety Officer to
to the best of my ability.
the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. No, I'm going to actually skip the next one and we'll come back to it. Okay, we're going to skip 9F and then we'll come back in a few minutes. We'll move on to 9G, advise and consent to the mayoral appointment of Kirsten Rollins to the position of Administrative Assistant to the Chief of Police.
So moved. Second.
Did you second? Alderwoman O'Donohue made the motion. Alderwoman McClellan, second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
It's me up here. Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Ms. Rollins, please step forward.
Please say aye.
I,
Your name.
Kirsten Rollins,
Repeat after me. I've been appointed
have been appointed
to the office of Administrative Assistant to the Chief of Police
to the Office of Administrative Assistant to the Chief of Police
in the City of Lincoln,
in the City of Lincoln,
the County of Logan.
in the County of Logan.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I'll support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Illinois.
of the State of Illinois.
And I'll faithfully discharge the duties
And I'll faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Administrative Assistant to the Chief of Police
of the Office of the Administrative Assistant to the Chief of Police
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, next item up is item 9H, advise and consent to the mayoral appointment of Evelyn Aiken to the position of Records and Property Clerk.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderwoman O'Donohue made the motion. Alderman Downs, second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens? Mrs. O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Ms. Aiken, please step forward.
Please say aye.
I,
Your name.
Evelyn Aiken,
And repeat after me. I've been appointed
have been appointed
to the office of Records and Property Clerk
to the office of Records and Property Clerk
in the city of Lincoln,
in the city of
the
Lincoln
county of Logan,
and the county of Logan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I'll support the Constitution
that I'll support the
of
Constitution
the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the state of Illinois,
of the state of Illinois,
and I'll faithfully discharge the duties
and I'll faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of Records and Property Clerk
of office of Records and Property Clerk
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Thank you.
Sign here, please. There you go. Just take the batteries out. Here, I think.
Thank you.
Okay, now we'll go back to item 9F. Approval of the purchase of a new bucket truck in an amount not to exceed $120,000.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderman Sanders made the motion. Alderman Anderson second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Okay, next item up is 9I. Approval of the construction of the ground mount solar array with 8-foot fence and opaque fencing on the north and east side at 203 Madigan Drive.
So approved.
Second.
Alderman Anderson made the motion. Alderman Sanders second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Next item is 9J. Approval of donation of $5,000 to the Lincoln Park District for the Independence Day fireworks display payable to American Patriot Pyro.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderwoman McClellan made the motion. Alderman Downs second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman? Or, I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Next item is 9K. Approval of expenditures for sludge, grit, waste disposal from sewer plants, lift station, collections, etc., in an amount not to exceed $160,000.
Move to approve.
Second.
Alderman Bateman made the motion. Alderman Sanders second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mrs. McCullen?
Yes.
Mr. Parrott?
Yes.
Mr. Downs?
Yes.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Donahue?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Okay, that brings us down to announcements. Couple things. Third Fridays was a pretty big success, given the fact that we had some weather that had moved through. A little bit dusty and stuff, but all things considered, and windy. I think it went off very well for our first event, so thanks to everybody who came out, helped, supported. We'll be looking for some assistance in the future ones that come up as well. And then the next item I had, Steve, did you have a sports one? If not, I got it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I read about it, but I totally forget the details.
Okay. I just want to say congratulations to the West Lincoln Broadwell 8th grade girls, Class 1A, and track and field. They won the state championship. So congratulations to them. Ms. McClellan. Yes, floor is yours. That's all I had.
I was at the open house today at the Oasis. They have a new program called the Educational Center for the Visually Impaired, and I was just really impressed. They're really nice people, really good program, lots of information. They have classes, they have referrals. Just something if anybody has a visually impaired loved one or is visually impaired themselves, it's it seems like a really good program, so.
Mr. Parrott.
It was a quite busy weekend. Like you said, third Friday, Saturday, the market opened back up. Had a huge turnout out there with the ribbon cut. Also had a ribbon cut for the mural on Rio Grande on the downtown here. And then we had a coffee with the mayor, which had great discussion there as well, and just had a real busy weekend.
There was something for everybody, really. Also, to Robin's point, I went out to an open house for Lincoln's Locker today, which is the shop that they run out at the high school that sells various Railer apparel and stuff. Very interesting if you haven't gone out there and taken a look. I thought that it was just something that was contained within the school, but they actually do products and services for people throughout the community. So if you're looking for that type of stuff, it's something that's worth looking into as well. It's a good opportunity for those kids that they're really going through the motions of running a business and the things that it takes. So it's a really great program. So if you haven't had a chance, go take a look. Okay, anybody else have an announcement? Chief Meister.
I just wanted to say a big thank you to Walt and his crew for the citywide cleanup this weekend.
Yes.
My family took advantage of it, and my basement is easier to walk through now. So they ran a tight ship and did a really good job. So wanted to say thanks to them.
There was a lot of street and alley crew out there in GFL. When I went through, I only had one thing, but it was very smooth. So I agree. And it's great that we can do that. Walt, do you have any numbers or anything relating to how many people came through?
No, there's still a lot of it sitting there in the roll-off boxes, but it was pretty typical to what we've had in years past.
Good.
I think our tire collection might have been down a little bit. Doesn't seem like our tire pile is as big as it has been in the past. We filled 3 large dumpsters full of metal. So they're sitting there waiting for recycle, and once Lincoln Iron Metal gets out there to pick those up, and we'll get some rebate back from that also. So
Good.
It was typical of what we've had in the past.
Good. Okay. Any other announcements from anybody? Okay. If there are no other announcements, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Alderman Downs made the motion. Alderman Clemmons second. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Meeting is adjourned at 6:28 p.m.
It's closer than you. Dennis, ask him what size Friday's chief.